came from my own personal life, and I had a lot of, the pilot that I wrote on spec had come from either real life events, things that I'd spoken about on my podcast, or both. And so the first season, I kind of went back to that well and sort of dug those up. But then, Scott King came along as a showrunner and co-writer, and it soon became a matter of, like, there's always a point of departure, either from my personal experience or from an idea that I have that I'm excited about exploring, and then it essentially becomes a very extended conversation between the two of us, which is just breaking story. What if this? Is there anything to that? Well, I'm concerned about that because this. And writer's assistant, Andrew Muth, bless his heart, keeps notes the whole time.
So you're literally two people in a room talking about this and somebody's writing it down?
Yes, and we also have other staff writers. There's sort of a revolving door with our staffers. It's not traditional in that we don't have like a writer staff that's assigned scripts. Mm-hmm. We've had amazing writers that we're lucky to have we had Tom Sharpling for 4 weeks this year. We had Halston Sullivan join us. Amelie Gillette, Emily Altman, Alex Bordelis, we had Sean Clements join us this year, and Cole Escola, who's amazing on the show, is also like MVP, we hired him as a writer too. So he's there in the room, and he is just so funny and so great, and also the best kind of actor-writer, which is that he will pitch cuts to his own stories for the benefit of the show being better, which is, he's just amazing in so many ways, but that's one of the reasons in which he's amazing. So yes, we do have other writers. They will, they come on with pitches, they'll help out. Frequently, like, some of the best ideas from season 3 came from the staff writers, but ultimately, Scott and I beat it out, and then I usually go and write the first draft. This year, he took I think 4, did a first draft of, but then I do my pass, and then once we fix it a bunch of times, I end up rewriting it on my own a few times. Mm-hmm. And then after the table read, then we make more changes, either in the room or I'll go home and do another pass.
Does the fact that you're not conceiving a season of the show as a strict linear narrative where we start at point A and we end at point Z, mm-hmm. does that relieve you of the responsibility of a lot of continuity issues? I mean, you've said that you can switch episodes around somewhat.
To some extent,
to some extent, but is there ever been a moment where you're